Have this feeling, haven't felt for so long. Took a hold of me and won't let go. I've been sleeping, caught me off my guard. Cause you're in my space and now I'm so pull me towards you and I cannot fight it. My head's underwater, I try to disguise it. Want you to hold me, though we haven't spoken. I need that something to get me to open. You are only a shot away from me to be my everything. Cause you are only a shot away from me to be my everything. You are only a shot away from me to be my everything. Cause you are only a shot away from me to be my everything. Won't let you touch me, won't let you go to my head. Cause I know I'm dealing with the devil. But I'm standing with my heart in your hand. And I'm too deep into win this gamble. Pull me towards you and I cannot fight it. My head's underwater, I try to disguise it. Want you to hold me, though we haven't spoken. I need that something to get me to open. Only a shot away from me to be my everything. Cause you are only a shot away from me to be my everything.
Hello, everybody! Happy Cruise Day Tuesday
everybody.
for reals, for
Yes.
realsies.
This is a window.
We have like a little, you know what? I think this is some type of a goose
It's what deck zero
joining
looks
us.
like. You have a window.
No, we are on a balcony on deck 14, and we are really, really loving the balcony. We are. It's a beautiful cabin, right?
Right.
In the aft of the ship. Hello from Carnival
The
Jubilee.
lights got me baggy.
Oh, well, smile. Hi, everybody. Let's see if we can see some chat. I see John V, Mercy, and Lorenzo Rodriguez. Hello, hello, hello. We will say hello to Sarah and Bob. Sarah's
Sarah and Bob.
probably in the casino right now. Maybe. Yeah,
That's
she
a little
might be.
early.
It's a little bit early for Sarah for the
'Cause it's-
casino.
We typically wait till
Daniel Fields with all of the thumbs up. Thank you, Daniel and Nancy Fields. Anthony Simone. Hello.
Modigator,
The
hello.
Modigator. Oh, so good to see you.
Joyce Harder is here.
Joyce and Michelle. No, Michael. Mike Harder. Oh my gosh. Hello, you guys. So good to see you.
Yes.
Tina. Tick. Come on now.
Tina and Rick Spencer.
Hello.
We'll kind of get that.
Trying. Julie. Whoa. Julie Fami. Hello, Julie. And Mike Harder, of course. Hopefully you guys can see and hear us okay. We're coming to you live from the cruise ship. But Crazy Cat Travelers say
Hello, Crazy
meow.
Cat Traveler.
Hello. Crazy Cat. Najuma Brown, hello.
Hello.
Oh, William. Yeah, sorry, William.
Sorry.
You know, we've had a little bit of drinks tonight. So, William
Just a little.
Hanson Jr., thank you for coming to the live.
Yes.
Hopefully, everybody can hear and see us. Cheryl Wong Deck Down. Jamie Wilhite. Hello,
Hello.
sweet friend. Wait, we're
Did
getting
we
there.
say Daniel Fields?
Yes, he's always the thumbs up, the multicolored thumbs up.
Yes.
And then, of course, D&G Explorers, our mod
Hello.
squad. Hello, big guns. Thank you for being
Michael
here.
Harder is here.
Yes.
I didn't
yes.
see him. I saw Joyce.
Yeah,
but
Joyce and Mike. We really
Yes.
appreciate you
I
guys.
didn't see him,
Thank
though.
you for coming.
Okay, I'm glad he's here. Pam S is here.
Hello, Pam.
Yes.
You know, everybody getting ready for Christmas. How is everybody
Yes.
doing? Hopefully, everybody's doing well. Debbie Shefkans also in the house. It is a little tricky to steer this, but Wendy and Roger Johnstone.
It's a different computer.
Yes, it's a little bit tricky. So, you know.
Hopefully it's working well for everyone.
Yes, hopefully you guys can all
Should
see
probably
and hear
scroll down.
us.
Carl and
Yeah.
CPJ.
Oh,
Right.
Carol, and Beached in Texas. Ooh,
Beached in Texas. Well, we got a lot
nice
of
to
Texas
see
people.
you. We do have Texas people on this ship, and
Yes.
it is actually a
Out of-
really nice crowd.
Yeah.
We really have enjoyed the people on board. A lot of Texans on
Directly
board.
out of Boca Chica.
So we really do appreciate Boca Chica. What are you talking about? Where's that?
It's further south of Galveston.
Oh, look at Crazy Cat
Eventually,
Traveler.
there will be
Crazy
cruises on
Cat Traveler had to say it. Go Ducks. Sorry, had to get that onto my system. Oh my goodness.
kind of like cruises in the Fifth Element. Wouldn't that be something?
Wendy's saying Merry Christmas. Oh, so good to see and hear you. Look at Joyce and Mike are almost ready. Oop, sorry, all packed and ready for the Beyond cruise. They're gonna beat us to Beyond. We're going on the Celebrity Beyond next.
Beyond what?
Beyond amazing.
Celebrity Beyond
Like
Fame?
a year and a month we go on the Celebrity Beyond. So
Yeah,
oh my gosh. Oh, they heard us. So Boca Chica is where SpaceX is. There you go, beached in Texas.
That's
There
what I'm
you
saying.
go.
Kind of like, Fifth Element.
So everybody can
If
see
everybody
it.
remembers the cruise
Hear
on
us,
Fifth
right?
Element, that would be like fantastic.
Down Under Cruisers. Hello. Having a late lunch. Shh, just for you. Well, happy hump day over there,
I think
Down
that
Under.
was that Royal in that one, I think,
What?
on Fifth Element. The cruise
Royal?
line.
No.
Who's
No.
it?
Fifth Element was no like national cruise line.
It should have been.
No.
No,
I mean,
it's like
come
Star
on
Trek.
now.
You gotta like prepare people for like the future of cruising.
Oh, Beach in Texas says actually Boca Chica is not a bad place to visit. So
No, it's
very
not.
cool. I haven't ever been. I don't think I have.
Yeah.
All right, we've got to talk a little bit. I know I threw a little bit of a little bit of that whole clickbait thumbnail out there. I know, but we've had some challenges. We've had
Just a
some
couple.
definite challenges on this cruise. Does it mean that we're having a miserable time? No, we are loving the ship.
That's what
We
alcohol's for.
No, we are loving the people on board. We really like this crew. Actually, like the balcony is the most quiet balcony we've ever had. The neighbors are very respectful. No smell of weed on board. So
They really
awesome.
got that down.
Really, really appreciate that. And the people on board are very courteous. Elevator etiquette is
Everybody
right
wears a hat.
on board.
They tip it to you, and
No,
they
don't.
They do. Yes.
I mean, a lot of people wear hats. A lot
Almost
of the Texans.
everybody. Yes.
Everybody, but seriously,
people should wear
very,
hats.
very polite
If
crowd.
you don't know, I'm a hat guy.
But
We
the
cover
biggest challenge is hiding from Bob and Sarah. Not at all.
No, not
we
at all.
are always trying to find Bob and Sarah.
Not at all, Sean.
They may be hiding from us, but we hope not. Ooh, Crazy Cat says, under 34 days till I fly down under. That is so
Very
exciting. Okay, let's talk a little bit, though, about some of the challenges we've had.
We've got stories.
We have stories.
Where
So
do
you
you want to
guys
start?
ready
Should we
for
start
some
at the
story
beginning?
time?
Should we jump into the most interesting one? Should we jump into the one that I was ranting
The one
most
that
about today?
Has given me a headache, like right about here, right there. That headache that you're like, really? Do you have to go into that? But which story should we have? Let's start
Wendy
at the
Johnstone,
beginning.
I am Jamie. Thank you.
Oh, I hope that you are feeling better.
Yeah, I hope so,
Yes, yes. When Jamie wished Wendy that she's doing well. So
Spikers is here. Hey,
definitely
y'all.
praying for you. Hey, Spikers. Hi, Cindy and Doug. So good to see you there.
Are
All
they from
right.
Texas or South?
They
Spikers
used to
are-
be Florida, but
I know
now
they used to be Florida.
moved.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think they may be in Texas.
Spikers, let us know where the area you're coming from.
Cindy and Doug, where
It's just
are
a
you at
hey, y'all,
now?
on a Texas cruise.
forgot.
Kind of like
I
piques
know.
the
I
interest.
believe that other people that were in Florida were,
Beverly Judka's here.
I mean, some other friends of ours did move out of Florida as well. And I'm just
She's going on a
like,
cruise.
Debbie. Oh, all right. I'm not going to get names right now. So anyway, oh, much love, Beverly. Thank you for being here. Going on your cruise this Saturday. So exciting. We'll be getting off the ship on Saturday.
Yes.
But it's Tuesday, so we have lots of time and we are enjoying our time on board. We're loving all the food options. We love the flexibility. It's a little bit more relaxed, I feel like.
On our
It's
sailing
really
sign card, it
nice.
says
Yes.
all these different
They're in
things.
Florida. See? Oh
they're in
my
Florida.
gosh. I'm
Okay.
so sorry,
So
Cindy
you're
and
south.
Doug.
That's okay.
You're
That's good.
still here in
Yeah,
Florida.
it was the all. I'm
Oh.
catching it. You know, I'm hearing a Texas twang to that when you're typing it on there, like I should be. You're not.
Yeah. Oh, it's like the dentist office not being able to find me in the system under my legal name. Eventually found me under Beth.
Start with the beginning. We need all the
details,
all the
all the
gossip.
gossip.
In the beginning, Nancy booked the cruise.
Then,
Thank you.
oh, you don't want to even get into how much trouble I am with family for being on a cruise right now. But we're not going to get into that.
Okay, we're not going into that.
But we are going to talk about, no, we don't want to get into that. That's private family stuff.
Okay,
but
that's fair enough.
A little bit of trouble for that.
Family's family.
Let's just say I didn't coordinate this very well. And had I known that there were certain events going on this week, I may not have had us on board. So, what is going on there? Are you looking at family?
Eddie, yes. And it's not about Eddie.
But no, we are just, we're missing some big family events that we would really like to get to. But we did not know when we booked it that family events were happening. And that's all we're going to say. But our love is with family, family first. So
we miss you guys.
Yeah. But cruising next.
If you're listening.
All right, let's talk about the port of Galveston, you guys.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. That was a ship show.
Do we want to talk about that as the first thing?
Yeah, isn't that? Yeah.
Do you want to talk about the adventure that we had on Saturday morning?
What adventure? What do you mean?
Trying to go out and pick up some.
Oh, well, I mean, you can. I mean, it's okay. So we stayed at the airport. We stayed close to the airport. We flew Southwest
5 minutes from the airport
to Hobby, and we were at Best Western. We found
Best
it
Western
very
Plus.
Best Western Plus. We found it very accommodating.
Yes.
They gave us breakfast. We ended up heading out early to go get some wine. And
so we don't have to carry that on the way in.
Other whatnot. Wine and soda.
Yeah.
We went to
downtown Houston.
We went, yes, which was very, very busy.
We didn't realize it was downtown Houston.
It was.
We don't understand the area.
We went to Total Wine and More. We got Total Wine and More.
Yes.
And more.
And then when we got there, we pull up with the
Uber, the Lyft, whatever.
This was a Lyft. Mm-hmm. And as we're coming up to the building, there's this line on the back of this building.
Stretching around the
literally
front
on the back of the building, going up the side and then towards the front. And
we're like, what is going on with this line? At first we thought.
And it was right at 10 o'clock when it opened.
So Texan Liquor is only open from 10 a.m. till 9 p.m. and they shut down flat. Well, we got in at like 11 o'clock at night. So we were not getting wine at night. So cruise day, we're heading out to get our wine and our liquor and our soda. Okay. We go to Total Wine and More. Line stretching around this.
So we're thinking, oh boy, we're gonna have to get in line, wait in line to go get what we need just for one. I mean, it's really long, and they're not moving very quickly.
No.
So I happen to just say, what are you guys here for? Is this the line to get in? And they're like, oh no, this is a special bourbon release.
It's a bourbon release, and all these people were lined up.
It's amazing. I mean, like,
for a bourbon
there
release.
were a couple hundred people in line.
Definitely.
Easy. Maybe three.
A lot of people.
I mean, it was that big of a line. It wasn't like one single line. It was like a fat line going to all the way around
the building.
Yeah.
So we got in, we got our Total Wine and More. It took maybe like 20 minutes to get that. Came back to the hotel, did all of our repacking.
Yep.
Went off to the cruise port, got dropped off at the cruise port.
Now that's the point.
Craziness. The cruise port of Galveston
was
thumbs down, the worst cruise port. We've been there before. This experience was horrible.
Yeah, okay, in the
horrible.
This one was really
no
bad.
Porters to be found.
None.
And for all your checked luggage, they basically told us, well, you'll have to go down this long line the entire length.
If you guys know how long the Galveston terminal is,
it's long.
It's long.
You have to take all your checked luggage to
all the way to the
just check it.
Not
no
like
porters. No porters. We're like, what the heck? Where are all the porters? Usually the porters are like clamoring for your business.
Check your luggage.
Check luggage. No, you have to drag your luggage. And you know, I'm a heavy packer. I pack several checked bags, and
we had a bag that collapsed.
Oh my gosh. We had to drag these broken bags all the way entire length of Galveston cruise port. I know. I'm sorry, you guys. First world problems, but it was ridiculous.
It was.
No porters.
The thing that made us...
where are all the porters? Like, they should be... We're ready with tip money. Let us, like... And it was raining, of course. I mean, it wasn't unpleasant weather. It wasn't like we were freezing. But it was not pleasant to stand in line. And finally, we flagged down porters. Eventually, we get up to, like, halfway up the line and see porters coming to greet people at cars. And we're like,
not
wait a second, this is not right. We're standing in line to check our bags, and you guys are greeting people at cars. Like, no, that is not cool. You told us that we need to get in this stupid line.
What was happening just prior to that
it was so
bad. Was bending our money. So they had a bunch of veterans that were there, and there was a Korean war vet, the small guy.
This poor 90-some-year-old.
Yes.
He ended up being like the oldest vet from World War II.
No, that wasn't the World War II. It was a Korean vet guy.
All right, but he was like hobbling along with his little suitcase.
Like he had a limp, and he was
walking the entire length. I thought, well, this is terrible.
This is terrible
for these older people that are like, all they need to do is check their luggage, and they won't let them because there's no porters to take your luggage.
She stayed in line. I took the bags over
to a porter.
That was right by a car.
Finally,
and I said, "Can you put these on?
Please get on.
Put these on here." And he's like, "There's only 3 bags." So it's like, "Can we just put these on here?" And he let us, and we did that. So then we started going up, and when we got up to the front line, they weren't addressing the line. They were dressing the new cars that were coming in.
The porters were.
Just nothing about this line that they had allowed to create for everybody.
It was nuts. Like, we have never been where you have to line up so far for a just to check your luggage. This was not to get into the port. This was to check your luggage.
Just to check luggage.
I'm sorry, you guys. I know this is really negative sounding, but Down Under said, so you checked in really quickly, right? No, 2 hours and 45 minutes.
2:45.
And
just to get through the line.
We had priority boarding. We're platinum. So like on Carnival, we sailed enough Carnival, and I'm not trying to be nose in the air. And the people in line were not bad people in line. They were lovely people in line. But having to like
few skip jumpers in there, but
It was hard. Okay. So then
So that starts it.
So then we go through security. And I get through security just fine. Anthony,
No, I get stopped because of my drone that I've had on
which
the
is a
carnival.
toy-sized drone.
toy-
It's
toy-sized
small.
drone.
It's a DJI
like,
mini.
literally like this
It
big.
is, or is it a mini or a micro?
It's a
mini,
mini.
but it's a little teeny tiny drone.
249 grams.
It's
Little tiny
within
thing.
their toy category, and he got this specifically so he could fly it
Anyway,
under the regulations.
because it's all everybody accepts.
Every
these.
port accepts these drones.
Yes.
The Carnival had another story.
So they decided to take my drone, and then they decided. So while I was there, I'm like, okay, this
Sorry,
is not
you guys.
right.
I know this is a lot of
It's gonna
complaining.
be a lot.
Hang in there.
Hang
It's
in there.
story
'Cause there's
time.
a lot of good stuff. So I was like, okay, so you haven't taken it the last 4 cruises that we've been on with Carnival, but now all of a sudden you're going to take this. And she's like, yes. And so she takes my drone and she like goes to set this into a bin. And I'm like, do I get a receipt for this? And she goes, we don't give receipts for drones. And I'm looking there and somebody comes up with a speaker. So if you don't know, you can't have a Bluetooth speaker on ships. We know this. This is fine. Somewhat. We know this. And
we know it now.
we know it now. So
Although we did see people on board with speakers. So very inconsistent rules. Very.
So this gal, this little Bluetooth speaker, probably $50 speaker. And she takes it and she writes it out. She looks up the serial number, puts that down, puts the name of everybody there, hands a portion of this over to the other person, showing a receipt, like a receipt, showing that they're. And I said, can I have a receipt for my drone? We don't give receipts for drones. And I'm like,
are expensive.
Really? I'm like, no, you give a receipt for a drone. If you're going to steal my drone, you're going to give me a receipt for my drone.
Oh my gosh.
Right?
So there is the start of some of the drama.
So I got through that.
He's like pulled aside. I am through another line.
Well, I got through that, and then I ended up walking up, and I was waiting for her. And I went.
And I am through.
So she's got this bag that's partially crippled.
Yes, I have a bag that is barely like
one of the
our carry-on that is kind of on the big side, but we're going through, and I'm just about ready to go up the ramp. Got past the dog, and like by quite a bit, going up the ramp, no problem. Going up that ramp, and one of the workers says, "Oh, would you like to take the elevator? It's right here. You might as well." And it was kind of slow, and I'm like, "Oh, okay, I'll just take the elevator." As I'm standing there, another guy comes over, and the security worker or the worker says, "Oh, you've been flagged by the dog." And then he says to me, "Oh, you've been flagged by the dog too." Like, I'm just about ready to take the elevator. I'm like, what? When did that happen? Like, I could have like easily gone up the ramp. It was not like I was blatantly flagged by the dog, but then they pulled me in. They pull me into the naughty room. And believe me, they had many, many people in that naughty room. They were pulling people left and right into this naughty room. And I appreciate the dogs. I appreciate that we don't have marijuana.
Right.
Like we do not have marijuana on board. But let me tell you, it was like a thorough search. He's like rifling through and unpacking all of my carry-on, all of my stuff. I have like underwear and stuff that he's like pulling out, and I'm like, this is just a little embarrassing because he's taking out my bra and my intimates and my like dress that I was going to have for dress up night for the evening, and I'm like, well, this is kind of silly. And then he had my pillow, and I was like, I don't want to have that pillow on their checkout table, like just laying there. I'm like,
what's been there?
After you search my pillow, can I please have it? Because I don't feel comfortable with you just putting it down on the counter where whoever has had that there. So finally, after all of this is what they take. They take my nuts. They take my trail mix that
Notice what I have here. Notice what I have here. Notice what I have here. They take
it out of my carry-on luggage. This came through in a checked luggage. Now, granted, Carnival's rules are that you have to have, if you have food products, it has to be in a sealed, original, like not open bag. So That is part of what you sign on for, but that's what they ended up taking.
That was the only thing,
It was
which is like a
just
token thing that they
ridiculous
take because they made a mistake.
to be able to find stuff. Anyway, that was frustrating, and that's part of what took the 2 hours and 45 minutes.
So we
But
get on the-
most of our time was with that checked luggage
Most of
line.
it.
So we get on the ship and we meet our friends and we finally get to our cabin,
It's a
and it's
happy
beautiful.
event.
It's a beautiful ship. Jubilee is a beautiful ship. It's very similar to the celebration and the Mardi Gras. The Port of Galveston, not a good experience for us. Not at all. We just felt like it was really not. They don't
Well-
do well by their cruise passengers. I much would rather go out of Miami. Miami is smooth, news, bing, bang, boom, and you are on that ship.
And everybody knows the rules.
Never had an issue.
Now,
like
one other
this.
thing about this whole event that
It
happened.
was- I mean, guys,
So
I'm
she
sorry
tells
to
me that
complain, but
she's
it was hard.
she's getting stopped because of the nuts, and I'm like, okay, what? And she explains to me what's going on, and so I go up to one of the security guards and I explain to them, I said, I want to find out where my wife is. She's been taken aside because supposedly she's got something there, and he's like, oh well, she must have something pretty bad. I'm like, no, she doesn't.
And there were a lot of people.
I said, I would like
a lot
to
of
find out.
families in that naughty room, and they were just searching all kinds
all
of
kinds of
people.
stuff.
It was nuts.
So
it
I
was
asked-
literally nuts.
So I asked the security guard, and he goes, well, I'm not allowed to tell you where they are. And I'm like, wait a second. Some strange security guard pulls her aside, and you can't confirm whether or not they did, and pulls her aside to a room that I can't
It was
access.
crazy.
I'm sorry, but that sounds a little
just-
weird. You
know
know
what?
You should be able to tell the other family members what's going on.
We're definitely not impressed by
Not at
Carnival
all.
security.
Well,
We never have been.
and that'll get into another
But
story.
the
here.
cruise port of Galveston, not
Understood.
impressed. Not impressed. Okay,
So
let's
we
get
had-
let's get caught up on the
Yeah,
chat a little bit.
Well, I just
here.
want to say this one thing. We have had an absolutely wonderful time until this morning. Absolutely.
We've had a really good time through this morning, through all of it. We have.
We have. But this
The
morning was
story
another
continues.
as
The
this morning.
saga.
But
Hang on a second.
love the
Let's
ship,
catch up.
love all of the great stuff. So I just
Alright.
want to be positive.
Beverly
about this.
said she signed up for the Ladies Cruise in October, bringing 3 friends. Beverly, I'm so happy you're on the girls' cruise. That's exciting. Aw, I'm sorry, you guys. I know we sound complainy. I know it. We just have had some challenges. We really are trying to keep our attitude. I hope that you
This is
know that
true.
we're trying to keep our attitude.
Yeah.
Wendy, blessed to have such caring friends. Oh my gosh. Yes, we're trying.
This is supposed to be a de-stress week.
Yes, this was a celebratory
job.
cruise that Anthony got work.
If
So
you guys
this is
remember, I
what
lost
this
a job,
was.
and then I
Mhm.
got a job, and then we had the hurricane. So yeah, so it's been a little stressful.
But this was booked between Anthony getting the job and then our house being devastated by hurricane. So
I agree,
we've had
Spiker.
plenty of drama lately in our lives. But what did Spiker say?
Spiker said that my family is Georgia and Alabama, so that's the accent. I don't consider myself having an accent, but here. Yeah,
Oh
we
my
never do.
gosh.
Nobody considers it.
We love you
We don't have an accent.
so
so yeah.
much.
Yeah, we do.
Bill, so good to
Bill
see
Leach,
you.
good to see
Bill
you here.
Leach. Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, here. Cindy with the deep Southern accent, girl. I love that. All right, we're catching up. Amy, Amethyst,
Amy.
Hayes Adventure never had any issues in Galveston.
Oh,
We haven't passed,
We
but
haven't
this
either.
was
not
terrible.
like this.
And our friends, the deal is that Sarah and Bob, they got dropped off and got met by a porter.
They were in a little early, a bit earlier.
Yeah,
It's
they
about
were
an
because
hour
we had to
earlier.
go get the wine and more than
Yeah.
they were actually
There was probably
earlier.
about 3,000 people, 2,000 to 3,000 people outside the port of Galveston waiting to get their bags checked.
It was a long.
I'm not kidding when I say that.
long line.
It was long and it was wide.
And it felt very unfair because as you got up toward the front of the line, then you saw more of the porters who were meeting people at the cars, and we're like, why didn't you meet us
There
at
were
our
only
car?
6 porters.
I don't know. It just
No,
felt
that's all I
just
counted.
ridiculous.
There was only 6 porters.
It did not feel fair because we're like, why are you meeting new cars just to get the cars through the line? I don't know. But it was our experience. We were not tickled. It was a long line. But Sugar, so good to see you. I hope you're
Yes.
still here. We're gonna get caught up. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Amy said wasn't like it last month. I wonder what's going on. And
Yeah, I was wondering if it was like
we
a
asked
porter
the
strike.
porters if there was like a strike. They told us no, but
There was only 6
there were
porters that were
not
here.
many porters, and like usually you are barraged by porters. Like it is like clockwork. Boom, boom, boom. Everybody's like, that's part of the port running smoothly because you got to get the luggage unloaded and then the check bags into the porter's hands. That's just how it goes. We had new cruisers in front of us in line, and I felt kind of guilty because I was like, yeah, this is how it's supposed to work. You're supposed to flag down a porter and like just the porter's supposed to take your bags, your checked luggage.
Right.
And they didn't get their checked luggage at the same time. Like they
so we
couldn't
had
find
new
them.
cruisers.
They couldn't get a porter at that time.
Well, they didn't even know, and they thought this is the way it's supposed to be.
Everything was loaded up.
And they thought it was kind of crazy that it was that way.
Yeah.
You never experience this kind of thing.
It's just nuts.
You know?
It's just nuts. Too royal next time. I think it was the Port of Galveston. It was nothing to do with Carnival.
Carnival
really was not for that one. But for the drone
we'll talk about that.
That was interesting. So, but Nancy, I thought you hated the opportunity to meet new people. Well, I mean, I was friendly. I was friendly to the naughty room people. I talked to people normal, and I mean, it wasn't probably
Brittany
a fun job. Hello, Brittany, and hello, Sherry. Awesome sunsets. No ship Sherlock. Hello. Oh, same problem. See, he had the same problem in Galveston with porters. So weird.
Yeah.
It's bizarre. I'm like, where are all the porters? Like, why are you having us?
Where have all the porters gone?
Like, why are you having us line up to just check our luggage? All we do is check our luggage. Then we can get in the line that we're supposed to get on board the ship. But we have our checked luggage. Like, this doesn't work when you have multiple bags of luggage.
Yes.
It's too hard.
Daniel Fields wanted to know, did the dog smell the Jello shots?
No Jello shots.
The Jello sniffing dog.
No Jello shots. No. Oh my God, the naughty room, says Daniel Fields. Yes, I was definitely in the naughty room. Oh, I was feeling it. But what do you do at that time? And I'm like, well, I don't have pot on me. So it was just bizarre. It was just bizarre. Crazy Cat said, sounds like the lady at Cindy Airport took everything out of my carry-on bags, then wouldn't put anything back in the bag before sending through the scanner.
I actually had that in Rio.
He was unpacking my makeup.
It really looked like that.
Like, seriously, he unpacked everything of makeup that I had, and I'm like, you have got to pack that carefully, like, or you're going to break my little powder, compress like my eyeshadow and stuff. Like, please treat that. You have carry-on for a reason. It's because you don't want it to be broken. You want it to be with you. You don't want it to be like rifled through, and they had no idea how to handle them. But Bone Tire Travelers, hello. Good to see you. Yeah, what a nightmare.
Ouch, Slinky says, ouch, my home port is getting it. Oh, I'm so I was saying
the Texans. We love sailing with
the Texans. We love the Texans. We love sailing with them. But Galveston did not have it together.
No.
And we never experienced this before or heard about this type of thing.
If I could take the way that the Port of Miami does the onboarding and then take the people out of Texas, I would trade out.
That'd be awesome. Oh my word, that'd be awesome.
Let me tell you, I have to tell you, there's a whole different feel on the ship than the cruises that we've done out of Miami, because the people are more genteel. They're just more laid back and like less seems to bother them.
Yes.
It just, there's a definite like
Sugar, it'll go fine.
atmosphere.
Even on LA,
so-
LA was great as far as the port goes. We had a really good
I,
time.
that's like we're telling all these new cruisers, like this is not
This
how
is
it
not how
usually
it is.
goes.
Seattle's
We have
good.
no idea,
Miami's
like
good.
why
Port
are
of
these
Canaveral.
lines
New York.
so
Talk about a
far?
landlocked port.
It's just crazy.
New York, it was better than those, right?
It's just
And I was,
nuts.
and I was kind of at the time, I was kind of being I was being sour, and I was saying, I was basically telling some of the Galveston people, you know, New York has better than Texas right now.
It's just it was.
Do you really want to live that?
It was absolutely. This is one of the pictures of the line. I don't know if you guys can see that. This was halfway into the line going
This
into
is halfway.
into the
Understand
port.
it goes all the way back the same distance.
This is half of that line, and it goes all the way down. It was nuts. It was just nuts, and that's us with our anyway.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry, you guys. Sorry, we did.
Well,
get
and we do.
ranty here.
Slinky, we do. We find that this crew, the
The
people.
Texans are super friendly.
Oh my word!
Very
This is like
polite.
the
Oh,
best crew. Come on in. Come on in.
Very the elevator etiquette. Come on in.
Come in.
You can go ahead. The elevator etiquette. Oh, hi. Oh, we have our platinum gifts coming. Thank you so much. I mean,
We just got swatted.
One coming. All right. So if you guys didn't know, here, let's show it.
Yeah.
For your platinum gifts, you can ask for cookies. So these are oh, I
These are
think
chocolate chips.
that's for oatmeal raisin cookies.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, we got chocolate chip
chocolate
cookies,
chip.
but they look really good.
Yeah.
But you can, for your platinum gift, you can ask for something different, just so you know, if you're platinum. But controversial cruising, so good to see there. Yes,
So,
living on a prayer. Yes, we were at the time, and we were trying to keep our attitudes good.
trying to. We're getting on a cruise.
This
is
was
awesome.
this was the latest that we ever got to cruise the cruise port. So
I don't know. It's the latest.
it is absolutely the latest we've gotten to the
No,
cruise port.
We got to one pretty late one point, like 2:00 ish.
No, this was the latest we ever got.
So, anyways, I
this
thought
was
it
like
would.
noon time that we got to the cruise port, but we didn't board until
Yeah.
oh my gosh, it was like 1:45, and we were getting and they were opening rooms at 1:30, and the guy kept on the port guy kept telling us, your rooms aren't even open, no problem. If you want to take all your check bags through, just go through the lines with your check bags, like to drag them through the security and everything. I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't want to do that. So it was a tough go. Anyway.
Well, and we were hearing.
See,
So,
Crazy Cat Traveler says worst is Vancouver. Felt like Disneyland lines and clear. They were not ready for 4 full occupancy ships at that point. Yeah. With all the traffic and the lines. Oh my gosh.
yeah, that's crazy.
Ooh, nuts.
So, the thing is that while we were on the ship, so we got in, we kind of we got our stuff in here. We went down to do our.
Slinky says, don't compare New York to Texans.
That's what I was doing at the time.
Listen,
You have to understand, I'm a little bit at this point too.
Friends, our good friends are from New York, so but Syracuse.
It's like, come on, guys, you can do better than this, can't you? Do you really want to live that one down?
Galveston has its own issues with the way that the port is set up. It does,
but New York also has that same problem.
New York has
They're
issues
very
too.
similar in the way that they're set up with the line that's in front of them.
Yeah.
They're very similar between the two ports.
Yeah.
And that's why I compared the two. And New York had it down where we didn't have it here this
We
time.
just haven't seen
I'm
it.
just saying.
Captain Photon says, Vancouver is the worst. So we've never experienced Vancouver.
Yet.
Maybe I
haven't
don't
Vancouvered
need
yet.
to Vancouver.
So
oh
yeah,
my gosh.
so
See, Beverly said took one cruise from Baltimore Port because of our experience. I understand your situation. Thank you. I'm sorry, you guys, for complaining, but I really do. We like the commiseration. And when you're used to things a certain way and then they go a different way, you do have to pack your patience. But sometimes it's hard. Okay.
At 4:15 in the afternoon, they still had 500 people left to board the ship.
Mm.
Serious. At 4:15, they're supposed to have a 5 o'clock. Was it 5 or 5:30 sailing?
I think that we had the sail away at 4 o'clock.
Yeah, but there were still 500 people that weren't on the ship.
It was nuts. Okay,
So
so
anyway.
going to this morning.
Yeah. So this morning, so my drone had been stolen by, and I say stolen because there's no reason for them to take it. This is a trust thing.
And we have friends that have a drone on board. And
Yeah, I know. I
no
saw a couple other
issues,
people that I know have
no
drones on.
issues with getting the drone on board. So when you feel isolated and picked on, then you're like, what's the deal? Like, why
When
are
you
you
see a
targeting us?
Backpack that has on the side, I love droning. It's a drone. Okay. You know it. So I know that there were two others that were on at that point when mine was taken from me. And I will say taken from me because they didn't want to give me a receipt. And I forced them. In fact, the receipt I have was actually, she had to cross out speaker and she put in drone and she had to change the language on it just to give me a receipt. That's how silly this
And
was.
comparatively, drones versus speakers.
This is why I say it was
drones
stolen.
are an expensive
I
item.
really anticipated not seeing this thing again.
All right,
but I
so
wanna
you're
have that-
stressed out about that.
So last night I get a phone call that
It was funny because I
Funny.
thought this was our friends calling us, and so I
so
pick
how
up
did
the
you
phone,
answer?
and I say, "Joe's Pizza, what do you want? Pepperoni, sausage?" And this
The
friends of
security
ours, I
person.
think this was Sarah and
Just
Bob.
no humor whatsoever. She's like, I need to speak to
May I
Anthony.
speak to Anthony, please?
And that's how and then I said, this is
Oh my
Anthony.
gosh, I'm so
May I
sorry.
speak to Anthony, please? After this is Anthony. Anthony Plack? Yes, this is
I'm
Anthony.
like, oh my gosh, I'm sorry, but I thought you were friends of ours. Like, I didn't expect a call from
Yeah.
the cruise line. Okay.
So she says, well, would you like to use your drone tomorrow at the port? And I said,
Nice of her to offer.
I said, yes, I would like to. She said, you need to be at the Havana bar at 7 o'clock a.m.
7 in the morning
7
on
in
a
the morning.
cruise
We're supposed to get in at 8,
day.
right?
We're not even in at 7. We're in at 8.
So I get over to the Havana bar. Nobody's there. Nobody whatsoever. Oh, by the way, I found out when she talked to her, I said, so I just want to understand, you guys do have my drone, correct? And she says, yes. And I said, so how long is this going to take? And she said, it should be pretty quick. There are only 2 people on the ship that have their drones in security. 2. I'm 1, 2 of 5,700 people. You can't tell me that we don't have more than 2 drones on this ship. In fact, we know there are. So I go down there at 7 o'clock. There's nobody there. Nobody. So at 7:10, I go over to customer service, which is the opposite end of the ship, and ask them, what's going on? Where am I supposed to find this? And yeah, we all stopped
Yes,
taking
like
the
you
drone out
said,
of
we
the
stopped taking the drone out.
Well,
because of this
listen,
gear.
because it's
What a
really
hassle.
really
What a
bad.
hassle. It's
And
too bad.
this is what they want you to do,
because
Slinky.
it's a toy drone.
This is what they want you to do.
The regulations.
Yes.
You know.
So the
anyway.
so customer service says, well, we do this because we can't trust that you're not going to fly the drone over the water while we're traveling. And I said, and I can't trust that you're stealing my drone. And she says, we didn't steal it. I said, trust works both ways. You don't trust me. I don't trust you. So that was that whole customer service.
And the thing is that so many professional drones fly over ships nowadays. It's like as you're going out of Miami, there's so many drones going over.
So she tells me that I have
It's
to go
just
back
nothing.
because we have to wait
we
for
don't fly drones off the ship. We don't.
immigration people to come that are going to the customs people to come and release the drone to be on the island. And so I go over there and I meet the other guy. There's only 2 of us. And I asked her, I said, how many drones do you have? Oh, these are the only 2 we have.
Yeah, that's a point of contention for Anthony.
This is a big problem
really
for me because my name, we'll see later, my name is attached to having a drone.
Yeah.
So we're
We've
sitting
gotten
there.
labeled as the drone holder.
I'm so one of two. So when I'm sitting there, I'm listening to these individuals speaking Spanish back and forth, and the security
customs guy,
customs people, the security guard comes over to her and says, talks to them in Spanish and says, "We have two people that have a drone that needs to talk to you. In addition, we have one person who's going to be coming off the ship at this point." And then she walks away, and the customs people are sitting there talking to themselves, laughing about the fact that Carnival is going to ask them about bringing a mini drone onto their island.
And it's a toy. It's like this big.
They're laughing.
It's teeny tiny.
They're laughing about this and making jokes. I'm not kidding you. Making jokes about Carnival.
Right. I think that we've done enough on the drone thing.
So anyways, I get my drone, I come off, and
we're droning on about the drone.
Yeah. And then coming back on the ship, my name is tagged as having a drone.
Going through security, he right away
you know how much
asked,
I love Carnival security.
Oh my gosh. Right away he's asked, do you before that he goes anywhere, not even in the scanners, he gets asked, do you have a drone on you? I'm like, what?
No, is your drone on you or in your cabin?
It's like ridiculous. Well, then they take the drone again. He needs to ask for a receipt again, and they're not at all prepared for a receipt. And he's like, and then he said, "Well, who's gonna charge this? Make sure that this
how are you gonna charge it up so I can use it tomorrow?
One
we have 3 days.
One gal offered to charge it, had no idea about drones. And
yeah, the one that
as if you would like trust her to manage your right several $100 piece of equipment,
$1,000 piece of equipment, right?
Like,
so
she could figure it out.
Yeah, so they'll be able to figure this out.
Not so great.
Yeah, this is
you guys. This was
this is the day
about the drone.
Yeah, but it is just strange. That and I saw a couple other people that I know had drones. I could see they weren't catching them in the X-ray machine.
X-ray machine, they went on and out. No issues. It's just bizarre. It's like,
and
why
they
even
came
have
through
the
just
X-ray
fine.
machine?
There's still only 2 people on this ship, according to Carnival security, that have a drone.
It's just goofy.
And you know how much I love Carnival security.
Sue here.
Well, this is just policy.
What the heck? Anthony is not a child. Yes. So, I mean, oh my goodness. They act as if the drone is a weapon.
They do.
They really do.
It's more than
it's
a weapon.
Assault on them. And it's like,
this is like the biggest fear. I am like a terrorist,
Yes. We use it. Okay, Slinky says we have a DJI Mavic Pro. We used to have that.
We still do.
Then we got a mini because
we got a mini.
It was just easier to fly it within the regulations.
No regulations in any country. In fact, that's why the customs people were making fun of it. Was because this is internationally known.
I wouldn't trust anybody to charge my drone.
Agreed.
Right? I mean, they could throw it all out of balance. They could injure the one of the wings, and it wouldn't fly right. I mean,
it was absolutely crazy.
And they're precise.
And I get the standard response from this is just policy. We don't have any say over this.
All we wanted to do with the drone is take beautiful pictures, take video and be able to share, and we can't. So anyway, like Steve Morales, dang dogs. Hello, Stephen. So all in all, they still have the drone.
Well, they wanted to keep my controller. So I have the more expensive controller. I have the $1,200 DJI Pro controller for this, and they wanted to take the controller too, and they said, well, this is a danger too. I said, how? Well, because you can control the drone with it, but I don't have a drone now, right? Oh, well, I'm like, no, you're not going to take
fly it from your security area.
You're not taking my control.
Well, let's stop talking about the drone. Let's talk about the cruise, because we are on a beautiful, beautiful vessel.
So all the good stuff that we've been able to do. The food has been phenomenal.
We have literally 10 minutes after droning on about drones.
That's okay. We'll end on a good note.
The food has
just don't ask me about security.
long lines in Guys Burgers. That is one thing. Plus, not everybody exactly stands in the line. So some people cut the lines. Kind of sneaky. But they've been, the Guys Burgers have been good. The Shack's
Phenomenal.
Chicken
Yeah.
has been good.
Love
The buffet has been phenomenal.
Really good.
We went to Cucina, had a wonderful meal in Cucina for free, included.
We went to
had lots to eat and drink. The Dr. Inks, we were hanging
really
at
good.
Dr. Inks, had
Yeah.
a few drinks from Dr.
Drinks.
Inks. That was so yummy.
It is. That's fun.
Yeah, they were a lot of fun, very interactive. Although, when they say that a drink is $14.50, the actual bill comes to you $18.85.
So
this is with gratuities that are included. I'm like, holy moly, $18.85. That is like expensive. I could have bought a whole thing of liquor for the price of one little drink.
okay.
But it's pretty fancy. They are fun.
So
I'm a cheapskate.
the sushi place.
Yes, the sushi place. So we went to the Bonsai Sushi.
Sushi.
We enjoyed that very, very much.
Now, let
It
me
was
just explain something. If you ever get on a Carnival ship that has the Bonsai Sushi, they have a filet mignon that they serve for $10. That is delectable.
Very, very good.
Oh, and they have
so-
braised short ribs.
Mhm.
They have, what did you have? You have
I
the,
had like a beef. I had a
oh, it was so
I had
good. $10.
ginger beef. It was really, really good.
Oh boy.
Amy
You really
asked,
got to try it if
what
you
do
really
you
want
think of Kindle Fire? I was not so sure at first if I would like her. She is amazing.
She's
She is
awesome.
so much.
If you get a chance to get on the ship with Kindle
Energy.
Fire, she is a hoot.
She's a hoot. She's a rip roaring hoot. And she's got these outfits that are like, wow, like she's got this glitter outfit. She did the Family Feud a fantastic job with Family Feud. We saw 2 of the shows of Family Feud last night.
Yes.
Hilarious and
Yes.
such a good job. She's
Yes.
really does a great. Does such a good job with that. I want to know, Dr. Ink's Christmas tree. Did y'all like
Love it.
Yes.
Love
yes.
it.
With the
It's got
octopuses on the
octopus.
trees. Yes. We really like the octopus themed
Yes.
Dr. Ink's area. That whole stretch by Emeralds and where you look like you're in a fish tank, kind of going through the hallway.
Shane
have
is
this-
here. Hello, Shane.
Hello, Shane. So they had this like feathers, like they had the
The
parade.
Rio dance.
Yes, the Rio
For the Rio Carnival.
and they had like people going down that long
Kindle was not in those
No.
with the feathers, but
stretch. She should have been. She could have sported it real well.
yeah, she's amazing.
Kindle has been a hoot. Just
Oh,
a
she's
hoot. She runs those even the sail away party, even though had a sail away in the rain has been a little bit of a theme with this cruise. We had a very rainy day today in Roatan, but yeah.
She takes on this role on the cruise ship
You can't control the weather.
of this extremely funny, fun mother who's going to tell you what to do, and you're going to do it.
No, she's very interactive though.
But she has a lot of fun in doing it.
She's a lot. I mean, she's a hoot.
She
I mean,
is.
that's just how Kindle is. Now she is engaged, so I wonder how long she's going to be a cruise
Yes.
director. But as long as if you guys sail with Kindle, I would say do
Yes.
it. She
Yes.
really is. I feel like many people have put her down and like said that she's fake. She doesn't seem fake at all to
She's
me.
not fit. We got a chance to talk with her.
Cruise
One-on-one.
director, you gotta be. You're out
Right.
there in the spotlight, like.
Wow.
That is your entire life. You put
Yeah.
so much energy into like
Yeah.
all your announcements and all the different shows you run. And
Yeah.
holy cow, being a cruise director is a lot of responsibility.
So we asked it.
yeah,
So
see,
we asked it.
Mrs. Hayes said her fiance is an awesome cruise director as well. So
Yeah.
she is
We
so
we
fun.
ask her how do you do it? 'Cause
Hot fire. She
how-
is. She
how do you do
definitely
it?
is.
Because there's so much energy you put in it all throughout the day. It seems like it's from like 7 in the morning till like 11 p.m. at night. how do you do it? Where do you get your downtime? And she goes, what down?
She doesn't sleep. No. Yeah, Slinky said Jubilee Bonsai is my favorite experience at Bonsai. It was really nice. So
It is.
instead of going to, like, they have 2 elegant nights, but the first elegant night, we didn't feel like we needed to go to the main dining room. We kind of have been choosing different options.
This is so
Why
true.
not?
How she can make thousands of people quiet in one motion. It's like,
She is amazing. She's a ton
like I said,
of fun. Sue says we get her in February.
you're gonna love
will
it.
her. I think
You will. Absolutely.
She's just like
Yeah.
that love because
Steve
she's
goes
so
out of Galveston in
energetic.
April.
So energetic. Okay, God bless you, and you and Ruth. God bless you. All I can say
The Kindle
is
is
make sure that you drop off your luggage early in the line. Don't let them drive but you can't when the directors at the cruise port tell your Uber driver that you have to keep going and this is the spot you need to go to. You can't fight with them. So at the
This
cruise
ship
port,
is amazing. And yeah, I think Slinky was
it's
asking
all
about-
decorated for Christmas.
It's all
You know,
decorated for
we're doing some fun Christmas events on board. The food has
Santa's
been really
coming on
good.
Thursday.
The crew has been really, really good. No, our room steward, we haven't gotten to connect with, but we're getting there. We're getting there.
We're getting there.
We just have been kind of
It's been
missing each
crazy.
other, and he's been doing late cleaning. And for us, we're like, we come back to the cabin, we're like, it's not clean yet. Come on, it's like 1 o'clock.
We do
Why
like
is it
that.
not clean?
We're like kind of
So
a
then,
mid-morning.
yeah, mid-morning. We did have a time where they almost came in on me at 7 o'clock when I was nude. I was like, wait a second. Not the time to have you come in at 7 in the morning.
Steve, bacon is no longer a problem on the ship.
Yeah,
It really isn't.
They have plenty of bacon. They do. And actually they have a Shack's what is the name of the Aristotle has bacon on it.
Yeah.
Really good. Really good sandwich.
good sandwich.
So Joey, her
this ship is-
fiance, was great on the Firenze, says Wendy. Oh, I'm so happy for her. Go to the Santa event.
Yeah.
Oh,
They've
we went
already
on
been-
the inaugural. I can't wait.
They've
Oh
already
my
been
gosh.
pre-reading the Santa letters.
Yeah, Santa.
So that's fun.
Yeah,
The
let's
kids,
to Santa.
there's 1,800 junior cruisers
100 kids on board.
on board
So that's a little bit
pre-Christmas.
tricky because the kids think that the hot tubs are swimming pools. And
Well,
so
it always is there.
then they start kicking in your
It's
face.
always
And you're
there.
like, oh my
But-
gosh,
But
this is
it
not
is absolutely, it's absolutely fun to see them. They're all excited about Christmas.
Yeah.
And you can just
They're
see the
Even on
energy.
the Family Feud, holy moly, there was
That
like
was
a 12-year-old that really did so well. And one of the teams on Family Feud won the Family Feud. Well, like with some help from definite help from Kindle.
So they have a
with
lot of
it.
kids that are on board.
But it's so
But
much
the
fun.
ship is absolutely electric right now with the Christmas spirit.
Yeah.
It really is.
And the
it's-
people are really nice. People are generally
Yeah.
very, very nice on board. The
Yeah.
crew is really good.
We thought it was actually a rainy day today.
Yeah, it was
But we actually,
challenging.
yeah, but we actually
We
made the
went-
best of it.
yes.
We got a lot of
We
good.
went to a place called Fantasy Island.
Yeah.
One of the disappointments was that the food that we got served was cold. So cold hamburger, cold hot dog, but it would have been a lovely place had we not had
They had a
rain the whole
banana
day.
soda that was
They
phenomenal.
did have a banana
I
soda.
loved it. To find out where I can get this. It's a banana soda.
Yeah, it was orange
really
color, but
good.
they said it was banana soda.
It
and
really was.
You had like 3 cups of it,
Three.
didn't you?
Like,
in a short amount of time. But it
it was
was
phenomenal.
interesting.
It was really good.
I for $100 a pop, I don't know that I would go back to
would.
Fantasy
I
Island.
would. I would.
But
It's just a day, and it was where I was at. We came back, had a lovely time.
we did.
We really
We
did.
decided to cut it short because it was just raining. the
Bob and
entire
Sarah
time.
are just the
They're
best
gems.
cities around.
They are definitely gems.
We're having
Yeah,
a hoot with
we
them.
are, and we are
It's a
having
lot of
really
fun.
relaxed cruise.
Very
I don't. I'm sorry that we complain so much. I didn't mean to complain about your cruise port, Slinky. I'm sorry.
But it was
It
what
just
it
was our
was.
experience. But
know?
you know what? We still
Mercy's
are
here.
having an
Hello, Mercy.
amazing time. Hello.
Don't
Don't
kids
kids
go
go
to
to school? Says Mercy.
Yeah.
Definitely not on here.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
we are having a lovely time.
It's sailing out of Texas. Of course, there's bacon. The
Texas would be bold without bacon and Dr.
Dr.
Dr. Pepper. We have Dr. Pepper. We brought it for on board. Anthony's got his Dr. Pepper. Do you have some more? Yeah,
Yeah.
there's his Dr. Pepper.
Dr. Pepper.
So you are allowed soda on board. They didn't take that from us,
Yeah.
although the 12-pack of Dr. Pepper I had bought at Total Wine and
It got
More,
a little bit
I had dropped it and
still tastes.
it dinged. It's
and it
like
pairs really well with
one of them started
With a
leaking all
vanilla.
over the carry-on case. Maybe the dog flag does, probably because it smelled Dr. Pepper.
So
But
we're
look, here
really
we are.
grateful for everybody
We
who's
are.
been here tonight. Thank you so much for listening to us.
Thank
We
you.
wanted to just be real with you about where things were at and how much fun we really
Is an
had.
amazing ship.
Oh,
We
so
love our
nice.
cabin. We have we actually, oh, you guys, if you can sail in December, oh, let me tell you, it is beautiful. We had our balcony door open for like the first couple of nights. Now it's getting a little humid because we're in that southern part. As we come more north,
When
we're
the
gonna
fog rolls in.
yeah, we're going to look forward to having it open again. And there's nothing so nice as to sleep with that balcony open and hearing the waves go.
We're a little late in getting out, but we want to thank everybody for coming tonight.
Yes, thank you, everybody. We much love to everyone who is
Everybody.
here. And thank you. I'm sorry we haven't been able to like interact much with the chat, but we love y'all. And we got to get back to our cruise. So safe travels.
God bless.
Bye.
Have a good night.
It's time to go. Thanks so much for following along. Safe travels.
God bless.
Take care now.